to talk about Earth Day. Earth Day is celebrated on April 22nd and was first celebrated in 1970. We celebrate it to help and protect the environment. Without Earth Day, some of our important accomplishments wouldn't happen, such as the Clean Air Act, the Clean Water Act, and the Endangered Species Act. After Earth Day was created, people have become interested in taking an active role in protecting our Earth. So don't just celebrate Earth Day on April 22nd, celebrate it every day.
What season is it when you're on a trampoline?
What?
Springtime. Why do the French eat snails?
Why?
Because they don't like fast food. Where do you find a dog with no legs?
Where?
Where you left it. I Googled how to start a wildfire. I got 4,000 matches.
What is the name of your show?
Rock Around the Clock, Cinderella with a Twist.
Who are the characters?
There's a narrator, there's Cindy, who's Cinderella, Prissy and Gladys, who are the stepsisters, stepmother, Kitty, Queen Bee and her funky fairies, Bobby Day, Elvis Presley, Principal Prim and Vice Principal Proper, student body president Katie Keller, and cheerleaders.
When do you plan on doing the play?
Friday, May 17th at 7 o'clock p.m.
Did anyone help you?
Well, I planned it mostly on my own over spring break with a little bit of feedback from my husband and kids.
What gave you this idea?
Now, I wouldn't have thought of this idea on my own if it weren't for the help of an outline that a few of the chorus moms wrote for me. The chorus had learned several songs from the 50s and 60s since January, and one of the moms came up with an outline. And the outline was having a high school dance, then a kid gets in trouble for not doing her chores and can't go to the dance, then she gets her chores done and is allowed to go to the dance. And this simple idea of a conflict and resolution made me think of the Cinderella story, so I turned it into a Cinderella story from the 1950s.
What was the process?
Well, first I made a list of characters from the original Cinderella story, and then I made up new names that sounded like they were from the 1950s. I also wanted to incorporate real people from history, so I looked up a lot of information about Elvis and Priscilla Presley, Gladys Knight, Bobby Day, and I researched songs that were popular in the 50s and 60s to use in the musical as well. I rented some newer versions of Cinderella and watched them over the break to see what was already out there, and I made a list of what I liked about those movies and what I could possibly use to create a 1950s themed Cinderella musical.
What was your favorite part?
It's really hard to pick, but I do love the comedy between the stepsisters as they are getting a makeover before the dance. And I also added in some audience participation into the script as Principal Prim and Vice Principal Proper give out door prizes throughout the play. And I also really like the epilogue at the end when you find out some facts about Elvis and Priscilla Presley and Gladys Knight. I encourage everyone to attend the play. It's going to be awesome.
There you have it. There are some tips about the chorus play. I hope everyone comes and enjoys the play. Goodbye.
New books you'll want to read and own are at our Scholastic Book Fair. You'll find the newest books, the best and most popular books, and the most amazing stories. You'll find more new choices at your Scholastic Book Fair. Check it out.
Hi, I'm Kennedy, and the book fair is on its way. The book fair will start April 29th and end May 2nd. There will be plenty of books to check out. If you like crazy stories, then you may want to try to find Dogman Umbrella of the Wild. Or if you like history like me, you may want to try to find the Who Was series. So make sure to be looking out for the book fair flyers.
My name is Marcus Kane. My favorite rapper is Chicken Wings.
Mary does that what I want. What you want? I want some fries. Good your fried water, barbecue sauce on the side. Don't forget my chicken wings that I ordered. Don't forget my nuggets on the head with a quarter.
Today we're here with Miss Wood, and she is going to tell us about the egg drop. Can you tell us what the egg drop is?
The Egg Drop Project is a tradition here at Mad Arthur. The second graders have been doing it for longer than I've been here. It's a STEM project where students have to create a contraption to protect a raw egg when dropped from a little over 20 feet.
Why does second grade do the egg drop every year?
Well, first and foremost, it's a lot of fun. It goes right on along with our Force and Motion unit, and it gets them practicing the scientific method.
What are the rules for the students?
So we allow them to be pretty creative with their project, but we do let them do this at home. So our expectation is that the student is going to do most of the work. They cannot change the egg in any way, so the egg needs to remain raw, and also it can't be bigger than a shoebox when they're finished.
Did most of the eggs break or stay together this year?
Well, our kids are pretty good about going home and practicing this. So by the time they get to the big day, they've already perfected their egg drop project, and most of them stay together, although we always have a few that splatter, which makes it really entertaining for all of our guests.
Let's see how you did.
A mini camp will be held for any boys from kindergarten through 5th grade that are interested in learning a few moves from our very talented hip hop nights. The cost for the camp is $25. This will include a hip hop nights dance camp shirt. How do you celebrate STEM? This year, Mad Arthur will be hosting its first ever Science Olympiad competition. Each grade level will be assigned one engineering event to complete May 2nd. Teachers will be getting more information about this very soon. It should be lots of fun.
We are here with our Paraprofessional of the Year, Miss Collins.
Hi.
How long have you been working at Mad Arthur?
I have been working at Mad Arthur for 19 years almost. It'll be 19 years in August of this year.
Do you have children or siblings?
Yes, I have 2 sisters and 2 brothers. I have 5 kids of my own, and I have 7 grandkids.
That's a lot. What do you do in your free time?
In my free time, I like to travel because I have grandkids that live out of town, and then I love to read. That's my favorite pastime, and just hanging out with friends.
What type of books do you like to read?
I don't have a particular genre of books that I love to read. I love all books, so I don't have a favorite book. I just love to read. So any book, just put it in front of me and I'll read it.
What is your favorite subject?
My favorite subject will be language arts and literature because I love to read, and that all ties in together. So I love reading, so language arts will be my favorite.
How long have you been in education?
Ooh, it'll be 25 years this year. Can you believe that?
How many grades have you taught, and which one was your favorite?
Oh, I started out, when I started in the system, it was special ed, and then I moved to special ed pre-K, then I moved to interrelated, then I moved to regular ed pre-K, and now I'm in kindergarten. So I would have to say that kindergarten is my favorite because I love working with these girls, but my granddaughter wanted me to say pre-K because I taught her in pre-K.
Thank you, Miss Collins.
You're welcome.